Shalom and welcome to Tumas of Torah. This year is entitled Barometers of Growth. We saw in the previous year that Ramban and Sfona both pointed out that Moshe Rabbeinu, early on in his career as a prophet, could only go up part way to the mountain, Sinai. Only a year later he could go up all the way. And when he first saw God's presence, so to speak, he had to cover himself up. As opposed to the next year, he was on a different level. And they both say that yes, that year was just an incredible spiritual year for Moshe Rabbeinu. He grew. He was a different being. His exposure to God, to prophecy, to the Egyptians, to the Jews, dealing with himself. The growth was meteoric, and therefore he was able to experience things he could not a year earlier. I think this is a crucial point for all of us in our own lives. We may not have those lines in the sand like Moshe had, where he was able to go here, now he could go here. He couldn't see God's presence, so to speak, and now he can. So our life is not always that way, where we have clear signs of growth. Nevertheless, if we take a step back once in a while, we should be able to see similar things to Moshe Rabbeinu at our own level. For example, person goes ahead, has a new car, he's all excited. And when he's young, 20, 23, 24, 25, he gets his first scratch, his bang, backs up into a wall. He's furious, he's so upset with himself or someone else, he goes crazy. When that happens when he's 30, 35, 40, 45, and he gets another scratch and another dent, is his reaction the same? Is he furious? Or is he like, well, okay, too bad. I enjoyed having the car perfect, and I understand it wasn't going to stay that way. There had to be a first scratch, and I guess this is it. Is it the same reaction? Are you the same person? Israel's in the house. Person is very makpid, careful about order and cleanliness. And originally, when he comes home in his earlier years, if the house is not meticulous, he gets upset with the kids, with his wife, this and that. As time goes on, he might still like to have things nice and clean and organized. And that's great. That's a wonderful goal. But does it make you crazy? When you get home and the kids are crying, the house is a mess. Well, you understand. Wife's working so hard. Can't do everything at once. And it's just a different reaction. And I understand. I have to be part of the cleanup process as well. It's just different reaction than 10 years, 15 years ago. Person has a seder of learning. He goes ahead at a certain age, 15 or 20, 23, learns for an hour or 2, 3, whatever it may be. I just can't do anymore. At 25, 30, 35, 40, assuming he has the time and he can work out with his schedule, he's just getting started after an hour or two. He's so excited. He's a different person. His connection to learning is different. He's developed his skills, his training to sit and learn. He just loves it more and more and more. There should be a change for most people where they could go ahead and sit and focus longer than they did years earlier. So basically, in sum, whether it's between man and man or man and God, a person should be able to see events in his lifetime where similar things happen a year or 2 or 5 or a decade earlier, and he's different. He has a different reaction. He's calmer, doesn't get him upset, doesn't bother him as much, it doesn't bother him at all. So we may not have the black and white line like Moshe had. You could go up till here, now you could go up till here. That line in the sand or the line in the mountain, we may not have, but there's plenty of indications throughout our lives that we should use as barometers. Are we experiencing growth? Are we moving ahead and heading in the right direction? Shalom.